EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
Yeah, make a deal for Josh Jacobs.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Jesus.
I don't know what the actual percentages are.
That's
I don't know
horrible.
the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Wiggles free, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though. Jackson connects with Kittle underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jackson now. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Jackson,
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run for it with Henry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Jackson. Touchdown! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ritter. Got his man.
It's on 25.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
It's on 25.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Let's go now.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Ritter to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Mustang 19. 70 range. 70 range.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
Back to throw. Ritter. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
That's an easy defensive
DK
play.
Metcalf, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
Why you're taking so long?
Because you know they're both motivated. They
On your
both game
route.
plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be touched down here.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl? Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This game is horrible. I had the first.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. Andrews, the tight end, in motion. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
And the tight end goes in motion left. A 1st down carry for Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball.
He's fun, dude.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. If you're going to blitz.
Why is he not guarding you? Hold on. Let's take a slot cornerback out. Okay. Why is he not guarding him? I'm just trying to figure out this. I don't know, dude. I don't know why he's not guarding him. I don't know.
Leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ritter back to throw. He's got this to
don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Are you letting this bump?
First and 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Ritter with it after the play fake. He's got his tight end Freiermuth.
Whatever, bro. No way.
Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll run it again with Henry.
See,
3 yards is half
should
of
not
what
be able
they
to
needed.
reach.
Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From the gun on third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Past the 20. He will have the first down and a bit more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Completes this one to Pickens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. As he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To the air again, it's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go now.
Ritter.
Dude, what the heck is wrong with you? Why would you
take it in for a Steeler touchdown? DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown.
like that was the man, dude? Like,
and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
dude, what the hell? Why would you?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Jackson now. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trucks over him. Knocks over another. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Andrews, the tight end, in motion. To throw is Jackson. And Walker has it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Jackson. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's Ritter.
Dude, oh my God, this game is so bad. This game is so bad. That should have been picked.
George Pickens, his first touchdown.
Let us get it. Not let us get it.
Are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
2 missed picks.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jesus Christ. Like,
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me. That's the word answer. Because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game. Because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Jackson. And this is
I still don't think that guy should
looked
have
like
been
a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 34 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
All right,
and they will take a
call for
7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up.
Dude, what are you doing? Like, that should be an easy stop.
While they continue to score on offense.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They fire this one quickly to Austin.
Dude, they should have fumbled. He should have fumbled.
I like watching
He should have fumbled.
because it's a real teamwork
Come on,
play.
game. He
Because
should have
guess what?
fumbled.
The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ritter to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And
there you go. Good job, D. Go after him.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively.
Yeah.
And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Working from the gun.
God, are you serious? Like,
that is caught.
this game, man. This game, it just glitched on me. It just glitched.
34 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Goes up for a hit
I think
stick.
if you
Like, come on,
pulled
bro.
defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Dude, are you serious? Like, you guys cannot block him? You guys cannot block that guy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He can't get him down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 93 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead. And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, report! Report! Come on, come on! Here's it on!
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a second and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong.
Running the ball is
2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick.
It's not my fault, Jackson.
Big spot, and he delivers.
It's not my fault that Jackson takes forever to jump.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
19 tight. Go.
Ritter back to throw.
Dude, I just don't get it. Like, these should be picked. These should be picked off. Like, I'm just really beside myself.
Ritter now.
Dude, pick it off.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often
God,
talk
I want to
about.
throw
You
something
can read
right now.
the eyes, you can read his hands, and
Jesus
you know that the arrival of the ball is
Christ.
imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
70 range.
Back to throw, Ritter. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. This guy, it's just, we had 2 chances for picks. So many freaking chances, guys.
In Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again.
Dude, you see, that's not right.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down.
That is not right, game.
Call that a very strong gain of 25. 4.
Not right.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown.
Right,
and you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A handoff for Warren, and nothing doing. He's immediately taking.
This guy's going right down the middle, guys. Nobody wants to freaking catch the ball.
Henderson. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On the give, it's Warren. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
You should have had the ball.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready? 60
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Dude, 25. Like, he's right there. You dumb mother. You guys do not try to catch the ball at all. You guys don't try to catch the ball at all.
Extra points up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
This guy's just quick snapping every single time. And you guys are not even trying to catch this ball. Like, Marlon Humphrey should have had a pick. What's he do? He goes and freaking...
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
Okay, you guys need to block. You guys need to block. He's coming in untouched.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Jackson. To Henry. Bulldozes past him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Dude, you didn't even go for the ball. You didn't even go for the ball, bro.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Fuck this game. Fuck this game. You didn't even go for the ball. That should be an easy pick. I mean, easy catch right there for you, Kittle.
Trubisky tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone.
Easy catch. Easy catch, bro.
But, boy, he's playing really well.
Here we go, set.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Idiots, man.
Going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to
okay, guys, just stop him.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing now is Ritter.
Dude, oh my God! It's Kyle Hamilton! It's Kyle fucking Hamilton, game!
That should be the one to do it.
Wow.
On the run, it's Warren. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee?
This bullshit.
You're asking the question
Pure fucking bullshit, game. Pure fucking bullshit game. Kyle fucking Hamilton.
For stats or for what reason? We've seen it happen in college. How about in the NFL?
Dude, alright.
All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
Whatever, bro. I don't believe you earned this, but no, not really.
He picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Charles, normally